Hey, it's Coach Andrea at Next Level Fitness Training in beautiful Douglas County, Oregon. I am here to talk to you about my favorite abdominal exercise. So it's abdominals, core, level pelvic hip complex, torso, whatever you want to call it. Just don't call it a stomach. Because if you want a stomach exercise, that's what you'll eat a hamburger for. But I'm here to talk to you about the Bosu. It's my favorite abdominal exercise. Why is it? Because it incorporates all of your ab muscles, essentially. All the ones that we want to work. So your TVA, transversus abdominis, which is like your internal, super internal abs, like they say it's like a weight belt around your spine. Your external and internal obliques, which gives you your girlish figure. And the rectus abdominis, which is that six-pack or washboard look that super lean people get from doing too many crunches. I am not a huge fan of crunches in general, but I think the Bosu accomplishes the why. And I think the why for abs is the talk for my real talk on a different video. So look for that. But I'm going to talk to you the right way to do, and I'm not going to say right way, I'm going to say the right way. So to do a Bosu crunch, because if you don't do it the way I am showing you, you could do Bosu crunches till the gals come home and you're really not getting any abdominal exercises. You might be getting a little bit of hip flexor work, but doing it in a way that is the most efficient and most effective, you can get fewer repetitions, you'll spend less time in the gym, you'll get more benefits, and you won't get injured. Okay, so there we go. I will show you the Bosu exercise. Okay, so the first thing that I want to show you on the Bosu is how you'll address it. So your first move when you approach the Bosu. I'm going to show you the way that I like to see it, and then I'm going to show you some common mistakes that I see that will cause you to not get the best benefit out of it. Like your butt is almost on the black right here. So as I approach it, my first job is to sit on it so that I'm barely falling off of it. My rear end almost touches the black band. I'm going to activate my abdominals right away, so I'm pulling them in right away, and I'm sitting in this position. This is my start position. So the feeling in my mind is I'm activating my abdominals so much that I'm almost trying to lift my feet off the ground. Now they're not going to lift off the ground, but that's the feeling that I have. All right, so I'm activating them, I'm drawing them inward, I'm not letting them push outward, I'm pulling them inward towards the Bosu. So the idea is you want to pop the ball with your belly button. So your belly button is pulling into the ball right away. So right away, this is my start position. And if I want to have my hands here to make it a little bit easier, or back here makes it a little bit harder. So from right here, I'm activating those abs, I'm drawing them in. This is work. So this should be your first line of business right here on your Bosu. Then I'm going to extend that spine or straighten out that spine as much as I can until I feel like my abs can't hold me anymore. So if I can lengthen that spine into extension and still keep these holding, still keep my belly button pushing into the ball, I'm okay. So I'm going to extend it as much as I can handle. The belly button is always pushing into the Bosu, and then I'm going to come up to my default position, which is up here. So I'm extending the spine as much as I can. I'm keeping my abdominals activated, and I want you to watch the position of my hips or my rear end on this Bosu as I go through the move. Watch how little it moves. So I'm activating my abs. Watch what I'm not doing. I'm not pushing my feet into the ground. It's the opposite of what I want to do. I'm trying to lift my feet off the ground is the feeling. If you're pushing your feet up here, you're missing the point. So it's tight abs because you're activating your abdominals in there, not because you're pushing your butt muscles up. All right, so I've got here, I'm extending my spine only as much as I can handle. As soon as you feel like you're gonna drop through here, those the abdominals are giving out, they can't handle anymore. Then you're not gonna go down that far. So you only go as far down as your abs can hold you. If you've got a nice extension in there and you can still keep this drawn in, you're not dropping through here. See the difference? So I'm going to keep those tight, and I'm using my abdominals to pull up. Watch, my top position is here. It is not here. And that's my one pet peeve. So if your pants are going up your rear end, you're missing the point. So keep your abs activated, so you're always kind of pulling up a little bit. I'm not saying that you're posterior pelvic tilting by squeezing that butt. I'm saying that you're tightening here and you're going into full extension and then up. As much as you can handle and then up. These are some common mistakes that I see. Like I said, you're just rocking. Okay, so you can do this forever. All right, so this is when I see when I give a rep count of 15 and people can do 100 of those and they're not getting anything out of it. When I get my 15, I'm crying because it hurts so bad. Why? What's the difference? So that's a huge difference. You can do that forever. The other thing is, as soon as people get on the Bosu, or the stability ball for that matter, is the first thing they do is drop like this, because they feel like that they need to start at the bottom position. Right away, I'm in the wrong position. And then right away, this is a huge back killer right here. I'm going to come up and I'm going to kill my back just coming up from that position. So I want to keep those. So the default here, and you're only going as far down as you can handle. A lot of people don't have the neural, the connection between their head and their abs, and that's really what where the weakness comes in. I think more so than actual abdominal or core weakness, I think is just being able to send a message to the abs, which is probably another topic for a Get Real Talk by Andrea. The other mistake that I'll see often is when people are on the ball or the Bosu, I see this a lot, is this feeling that they're coming down with a straight back. Can you see the difference? So this is a great hip flexor exercise because the only thing that's straightening and bending is my hips. Right? So that's your Bosu coaching for the day. And it is the Better Way from Coach Andrea at Next Level Fitness Training in beautiful Douglas County.